doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number 2. No one knows how hard I try. Oh, I have a feeling that I can't explain. It's driving me insane. All my life been so polite, but I'll sleep alone tonight. Oh!
I'm just Ethan.
He still got it.
Is there going to be a best use of AI? Is there a best use of AI Oscar in our future?
They spent so much time fighting for no AI, only to follow through with that bit on that song
Oh my god.
several days after International Women's Day.
I was gonna be like, he's just singing the song to like find a bit. He doesn't know where he's going, and he knew where he was going the whole time.
The funniest thing was you sitting silently for 5 minutes as I was like, I'm going to do something quickly, and I'm over here typing, building up my...
I'm just Ethan.
This is I Need to See That, a podcast about movies. I'm Eli.
I'm Caroline.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Oliver.
And that's Oliver, who is joining us today. This is Oliver Berger.
Yes.
And we are live in person for the first time in our podcast
We
history.
made it!
What an
We
honor.
are in California.
Wait, no, you're not in California. You're in Los Angeles.
Home to the Oscars.
And Los Angeles is in...
California.
Okay, thank you so much.
I know
We are
we need to talk
in...
the fact that I live in LA.
Yes, Caroline lives in LA.
Yeah.
I came to LA only for this, and Ethan found out and decided to come to LA only for this, and we are in person right now.
And I finally am not recording at 8 a.m., so this is very exciting for
And
me.
we are with our friend TV's Oliver Berger.
Hello, everybody.
And we are going to talk Oscars, which just wrapped.
Yes.
How are we feeling, Caroline?
Thrilled. I'm thrilled that Messi was in the audience.
Ethan.
I'm just Ethan.
Yes, you are. Thank you. And my thoughts on the Oscar. I thought it was a really, really good Oscar. I thought, when I think about what I want out of the Oscars, I want a celebration of movies. I want it to be, to quote somebody else, I want it to be the Super Bowl of movies. And I thought they nailed it tonight. It was classy. They had the old presenters come out, which we'll break down in a little bit.
Can't wait.
It was the Oscars of award shows.
It was the... Well, halfway through the Oscars, Oliver leaned over to me and said, this is going to win the Emmy.
Yeah.
Which I actually kind of agree with.
It was a phenomenal broadcast.
Only challenged by the Emmys, which I thought were also really good this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Ethan,
I'll wait for the movie.
And Ethan, how did you feel?
I'm just Ethan.
Thank you so much. Now Ethan is here.
If the pit was, I like fly all the way out to California.
It's just AI, Ethan?
You know what? Great
my
idea.
God.
Caroline.
Damn
Yeah.
it, that's such a good bit.
So
Yeah.
let's quickly go. What's your highlight of the Oscars?
Okay, Cord Jefferson's Speech of the Night,
Yep.
I think, for Best Adapted Screenplay. Most exciting and also surprising win, Godzilla -1 for visual effects. 'Cause I
absolutely.
think that, again, $15 million for all the visual effects.
But a very big movie.
Very big movie, and the movie I cried at second most to Past Lives, which, again, was snubbed this entire time.
They'll get it on the next life.
Oliver's here to make bad jokes.
Hi,
Anyway,
everybody.
Caroline.
Yeah. And I think overall, it was as expected. I'm thrilled. I'm done talking about Oppenheimer, and that I'm most excited.
So yeah,
about.
the party you were at when it won the Golden Globes, everyone booed. How did they react tonight at the Oscars?
Oppenheimer flop.
So you still, okay? We've had this debate. By definition, you cannot call it a flop. It won. It made so much
Just
money.
because
It
it
won the Oscar.
It won the title of the best picture.
It won the title for Best Picture, but doesn't mean it's. Again, I personally think we're not going to be talking about Oppenheimer in 3 years.
Yeah, like the atomic bomb. It'll never come up again.
And
Yeah.
Ethan, what do you think?
I'm just Ethan.
Anyway, Oliver, what was your highlight for the Oscars?
The In Memoriam was pretty funny. I would say, for me, it was.
Oliver's not a regular host for a reason. Everybody.
Yeah, no, there's a
So,
reason.
yeah.
I would say for me, it would have to be seeing just seeing twins. Getting to see the two of them on stage
That was
and
great.
arguing
That was good.
with everyone's favorite Batman, R.I.P. Kevin Conroy. But just seeing them go back and forth was so much fun to me.
Okay, I'll do mine for real. I thought that my highlight was
I'm just Ethan.
Okay. The timing was really good.
Yeah.
That was a really good.
It was unreal. It was the
exactly,
production was Oscars.
Exactly what you wanted, and then that was
The slash reveal.
And I really liked.
But Slasher was in the original recording, though.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Slasher
that.
was in the original recording.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
You hear him talk about it in the.
I'm gonna go with the comedy bits. I thought John Cena's was flawless.
Yeah,
it
easily
was
the
incredible.
best joke of the night.
Yeah,
Funny.
that it really set the tone, it changed the tone for the evening.
And I thought John Mulaney once again came out and got a huge ovation for his long Field of Dreams joke.
Yeah.
He's gonna host next year, right?
No, it's gonna be the Muppets.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Oliver?
I think Mulaney should.
I think, he'll be a great host.
First off, Oliver, you've said a couple jokes that kind of landed with a thud.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to our audience right now? Let's see.
I regret what I said and I apologize for my past comments.
Oh, thank you so much, Oliver.
You can tell it's an AI because I've never regretted things I've said.
I regret what I said and
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
apologize for my past comments.
Um,
Oh, I also liked when he read the actual Donald Trump tweets.
that was very.
That's like good. That's a good joke, but that's great like writer operations backstage being like, you will not believe this. We have to prioritize this.
And I think that's what makes Jimmy Kimmel such a good host.
I'll say
agree.
that.
I think he was on his phone backstage.
Well, but I also think the fact that actually properly acknowledging the strike and the way that he did, and bringing them out of that, because at the party I was at, we're like, okay, this is going on very long. This is going on very long, and then that happened, and it's kind of like, oh, Jimmy Kimmel kind of understands the moment of what's happening.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what makes Jimmy a great host. And I think, for the Oscars at this current moment.
I have not looked online. I don't know what people are saying, but I think it was a relatively controversial free Oscars.
Well, yeah.
I regret what I said and I apologize for my past comments.
But I think, well, Al Pacino at the end, that was very close to a mess. And I was a little worried
Did
about
he
it.
not read the nominees?
No, they shook him awake. Like they do it like a parakeet with him.
Okay,
Like
here's the thing. Al Pacino has a newborn. Or they're basically a toddler. They were born June 2023. So
they're
Al
named
Pacino,
Jack and Jill, right?
Yeah. He
the best
probably
performance.
wasn't sleeping. Is the best I can say.
Hoorah!
I don't think Al Pacino slept. Period.
End
No.
of sentence.
Ever. That's just in general.
I believe what he said was, and the Oscar. Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
I've never
We were
done
all
Al-
unexpected.
I've never
Go
done Al
on, go
Pacino
on.
before.
Lord.
And the Oscar.
Nope, and he went Jewish.
You went too walking.
3 of your closest friends all rooting you on.
I
I regret what I said and I
Yeah, there it is.
apologize for my
Yeah.
I
past
talked
comments.
over myself. I apologize to me.
He said, and the Oscar goes to. Am I gonna read Oppenheimer? I ain't. Wait, what happened? That's. I believe that's exactly what he said,
And he
right?
never read the we didn't
No.
get the nominees.
No,
right?
he just went
Well-
straight to he started reading their names. I don't
Now,
think he barely read the movie.
I don't know
No,
if
it
that
was
was
just
a
like
mistake
eggs,
because
butter, milk. He was just
Ari-
reading off.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande.
Grande.
Ariana.
Next year.
You know, the
said
good
as
witch,
many
Ariana
consonants.
Grande. She didn't read the nominees for Best Song because they already sent them through the night. I think they did that for Best Picture too. I don't know if it was a mistake.
She said, "Thank you next."
Right? That's pretty funny.
Thank you.
Hey, Oliver.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
hey,
appreciate
Ethan.
that.
That's
That's
3
three
for the
tonight.
night.
And
Great.
what does that mean when Oliver gets 3?
That means a child
You're
gets
out.
its wings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out. Surprise win for me is Emma Stone. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought Lily Gladstone.
I knew it the entire time.
You did, and I straight up was like, "What are you talking about?"
Well,
Nope. Hollywood is the way it is.
Well,
it will always
so
be the way it is.
all the production wins lined with the BAFTAs,
Yeah.
and then Emma won in BAFTAs. So it's sort of
and Lily Gladstone was even nominated in the BAFTA.
Right.
So
I think that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
like I just wish I liked the movie. That is the thing. I love Emma
Yeah,
Stone.
you know.
I wish I liked the
I
movie.
think that-
I'm still watching it.
This is a very like football-y quarterback thing, but you have
famously, Ethan Krupp was a football-y quarterback.
I was a football
footballing
quarterback.
He was
Right,
the ball.
Oliver?
Yes.
Right, Oliver?
I'm just
Yeah.
Ethan.
Were you the football? Wait. Were you the football quarterbacky guy at Hebrew school with Jesse Solomon?
That's me.
Of Summer House?
Is that
Where there's a
when
bristle
you
on the
talk
left.
about who the best quarterback is, you also, it's like you have to have the talent, but you also have to have the hardware. And Emma Stone has 2 Oscars now. And
She's 35.
that is, she's 35, she has 2 Oscars. That is in a very small company of people who have more than 1 Oscar for acting categories. And I already thought without this Oscar that she was probably at the top of her class in that sort of peer group that she has. But now she has the hardware to back it up.
But can she host the Oscars?
Emma Stone would be a pretty good host.
She'd be great. She'd be a great
So we're
host.
going to partner her. It's going to be her and Anne Hathaway. We're going to give her a second chance.
Jennifer Lawrence would be great.
Or the Muppets.
2024 is the year of Anne Hathaway Slay.
Buddy, it's an election year. I think it's going to be a different title.
Get ready for Anne Hathaway Slay.
If it was Anne Hathaway again, I'd be so deeply thrilled, but...
Hey, Ethan, it's me, your good friend Kevin Spacey. Why don't you call me anymore?
I like that you've slowly...
Sorry, Kevin, buddy!
Here's the thing. I love that you've turned yourself into a shock jock. You've just slowly over time just hit a button.
I never liked shock jocks, but now I get it. I'm having fun over here.
I'm nervous about when I show up on the keyboard. It hasn't happened yet, but...
Ethan, are you having fun?
I'm just Ethan.
We're a real rarefied company, Oliver. It's me, you, and Kevin Spacey that's made it to his dashboard.
Finally. Oh, that no-fly list just come true.
Oh
So Oppenheimer won. This will always be known as the Oppenheimer Oscars.
Okay, what actors were you most excited that showed up for the, honor categories?
Good question.
Yeah.
And
also who they were paired up with, because I think there were a few of those that I thought they were going to be paired up with someone else, and then they weren't.
Do you have a list of who came out for who?
I can, give me 30 seconds. Okay.
I love seeing Matthew McConaughey. That dude bats 1,000.
I thought Ben Kingsley with Cillian Murphy was the most insane eye contact.
Oh.
There's a lot of eye contact. A lot of sharp eye contact.
Yeah.
Can you go over who
And it's Sir Ben. Sir Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
So-
it was deeply Ben Kingsley.
So first was Best Supporting
Actress. Lupita introduced, and I thought what was great, their dresses kind of matched for her introducing her.
Jamie Lee Curtis did Jodie Foster.
Yes.
I can't believe Danielle Brooks did not win an Oscar.
Oh, you're really
I was
shocked that
amazed.
Dave Vine
in
didn't
the
win?
award season.
I know, but I was amazed by that performance. It's still stuck with me.
No, I
Does AI...
Does AI have an opinion on it?
yeah.
Hey, Ethan, it's me, your good friend Kevin Spacey. Why don't you call me anymore?
So I think you don't like this bit anymore. Ethan just made grumpy face at me. I thought. I could tell how much effort each of the people put into it.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got teared up multiple times throughout the night of what they were saying. When Lupita Nyong'o was talking about Dave Vine, Joy Randolph,
Correct. Sobbed.
real tears.
Yeah. When she wore the glasses for her grandmother.
When anytime Brendan Fraser talks, I cry because he sounds like he's about to cry.
Loud!
I wish he had won an Oscar for a different film.
He was nominated for one of our awards, the Olivers, and he, because I nominated him for playing the concept of loud in that movie.
Yeah.
But he didn't win, unfortunately.
Who won? At the Cruxes?
I don't listen to our podcast.
But if you would like to listen to us and sponsor us, we will take your money.
Oh, by the way, this is Oh wait, did I already do it? I already did it.
No, you didn't. You can do it again.
I did it.
Is this where you get Kroger to support him?
I regret what I said, and I apologize for my past comments.
Thanks, Eli. AI Eli.
Nope, that was real Eli. That was an actual apology. And I think right now it's time for me to sit back and listen.
This is where we find out that Eli's been a Republican the whole time.
Where did that come from? What prompted that?
You heard it here first.
Because I apologize? That's not a Republican thing to
Republican
do.
Eli has now decided that this is the new him.
So we had, and then other highlights of the past people coming out. I did think Matthew McConaughey did a great job.
I have the full list.
Okay, you have the full list. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
okay, supporting actress, all right, Jamie Lee Curtis introduced Jodie Foster.
Heard of
Great,
them.
and
All
called
right.
her one of her best friends,
Yes.
which I love.
Mary Steenburgen introduced Emily Blunt.
Forgot that
Okay.
she won an Oscar.
But also, do they know each other? That was one I thought, do they know each other?
There were a couple where I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Lupita introduced Divine. And
Which
then,
was my favorite one.
Yeah,
out of all of
Rita
them.
Moreno. I did love when she introduced America. She got to sing America. Call back to what
That was
story.
great.
I would like to shout out to whoever mic'd her up, finding a way to put a mic in between
Yeah,
those
that's good.
ruffles
Yeah.
on that dress. Good on that sound team.
By the way,
Congratulations.
shout out to 2 moments in the Oscars before we get back to this. One in Jimmy Kimmel's opening where he had the entire crew come out. That was really cool.
Yeah,
At
IATSE's
the end of the
important.
monologue when they
Yeah,
did that.
I know. That was like the best moment of the night.
And second, when they did the little bit for the stunt performers. Not as good as giving them their own nomination,
Yeah, I was gonna
which
say
they absolutely should.
100%
and also when
should.
they were 2 seconds away from promoting their own film.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to get an Oscar
They
category.
need to get an Oscar.
It's
category.
one
They,
of.
they have a SAG nomination. Why is it? But and we're getting casting before stunts.
Well, no. Well, hold on. The casting 100% should be getting something.
Oh yeah, no.
However, stunts is well due. Same with motion capture.
And if
Best
I can
motion
throw
capture
one more out
performance.
there, what about COVID monitors? Can we get a best
Those
Oscar
fuckers need to stay
for
the hell out of
monitors?
things.
Oliver was a COVID monitor for many years.
Myself and my opinions do
Oliver
not
was
reflect
actually
the
a
Walt
COVID
Disney
monitor
Company.
Before COVID was a
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Oliver found out about COVID and said, "How can I make a buck off of this?" Terrible.
How can they COVID about me?
And I found a way. And I found a way.
Well, that's anti-Semitic. What's
Yeah.
next?
Then was Regina King introduced Daniel Brooks.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Supporting actors Key Kwan introduced Sterling K. Brown.
Which I
That
love.
was I love, but I also was like, do they know each other?
So the first
Yes, because he
person,
knows everybody. He
Yeah.
met everyone last.
but also
Yeah.
the first person who talked was last year's winner.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So, it's
that's
kind of
what it
like by default. Sam Rockwell introduced RDJ.
That was a great intro.
Sam Rockwell.
They are
my
friends.
Sexual Awakening and Charlie's Angels. That dance?
Charlie's
By the
Yeah.
way, did you see Argyle?
No, why would I?
Hey, Ethan, did you see
Argyle.
Argyle?
You were
Because you were straight up assigned to see
I
Argyle.
think that being here gets at least one of those movies knocked off my list.
I don't know. You could watch Kingsman 2,
No,
a movie famously snubbed
Oliver
for
And
all
then-
Oscars.
favorite movie of that year.
Tim Robbins introduced De Niro.
Which when they introduced him, I 100% thought they said Tim Robinson, and
Yeah.
I
Could you
immediately
imagine?
darted
didn't
out
do
my
shit.
door. I
Um,
was moving my car.
Christoph Waltz, Ryan Gosling.
Great, which was
Yeah.
great.
Mahershala Ali, Mark Ruffalo. Best Actor, Brendan Fraser, Jeffrey Wright. Again, have never met each other. Nicolas Cage, Paul Giamatti.
Great.
Love that one. Matthew McConaughey, Bradley Cooper. We loved. Ben Kingsley, Cillian Murphy. Forrest Whitaker, Coleman Domingo.
That's nice.
Best Actress, Michelle Yeoh, Sandra Hüller, Sally Field, Emma Stone. Have they met?
Yeah.
Not only do I think they've met, I would
Hasn't
love.
she played her daughter?
Somebody needs to write that movie where it's daughter and mother, and they're
Yeah.
That's a good-
stuck in a car in a road trip, but it's not a straight up comedy.
Yeah,
It's
or-
an A24
It's a
drama.
continuation of The
Yeah.
Flying Nun.
Oliver, are you taking notes? It's an A24 drama. They're stuck in a car. She needs to travel to get cancer medicine, and they have to go. And they're stuck in the car, and they're finally bonding. They don't have a relationship anymore. She finally called because her mom needs this help, but they don't have the money to fly. They get in the car. They're stuck in a car. It's a getting to know you. It is. Are you taking notes? They're getting across.
Dude, they already replied. A24 just reached out and gave a preemptive no. It's the first time something's been given an anti-green light.
Nicolas Cage has
And then
bad dreams.
Jennifer
And-
Lawrence, Lily Gladstone, Charlize Theron, Annette Bening, and then Jessica Lange, Carey Mulligan.
Oh, great.
She was great in Fosse Verdon.
No, that was for
I
the
don't
last
think that- I
time.
don't think Jessica Lange watched Maestro.
I don't think Jessica Lange
Which
has
feels
watched a movie
anti-Semitic.
since 2005.
Jessica Lange was like, it wasn't just this performance, but every performance she gave. And you know that if they're suddenly talking about not the movie that she's nominated for,
Yeah.
she has not seen that movie.
No. I don't think she's seen any movie Carey Mulligan has been in.
No.
And then Al Pacino came out and he said, and the best. I lost it.
Lost it.
I
You
lost
lost
it.
it. You really had it.
Here,
Yeah.
you say who? Say who?
Hoo-ah!
Okay. Who? Ah.
Nope, super Jewish.
It's not horror month anymore.
Who? Ah!
No, it sounds like he's in horror month.
Okay, I think we should go get in and out. How do we wrap up?
Who do we think won't make it to next year for next year's memorial?
What's the best way to make the 2025 Oscars better?
The Muppets.
Okay, can you give us your serious? We are executives at
Yes,
Disney.
happy to.
We say, Oliver, for the last time, we let you go. Get off of our lawns, but I got too real. But
Wait.
I want you to pitch us the Muppets hosting the Oscars.
This is easy. All right, we open on Jack Black. He is excited.
So Jack Black is
No,
hosting the
excuse me.
Oscars.
I'm not
I
done.
think Jack
I'm
Black is
mid-pitch.
By the way, time out. Jack Black hosting. So wait, give us a second. We'll be with you in a second. Do you need
By
a
all means.
water? Do you need a water?
Yeah.
Do you need water?
Yeah.
Jack Black.
should host the Oscars.
Who's this guy in our office?
This-
So
Yeah,
this
what?
one-
How has he been here?
Gentlemen, I worked on the lot.
John Stamos told us to fire him, and we did.
Oh, Stamos and I have a grudge already.
I'm-
Stamos knows me well enough.
Go ahead. Can I release that on?
By all
Okay,
means.
please.
No,
Uh,
he'd be
please-
fine with that
Please
bit.
continue with that.
So very simple. Jack Black's assigned to do the Oscars. He famously has a grudge against the Muppets. He decides to have a group meeting in his office, which has a shenanigan-proof door, and the door gets stuck. So they go through a list of all the hosts that could possibly do it, and they're all in the same traffic jam. So who in Hollywood inherits the Oscars when there's no hosts left? Obviously, the Muppets. So the Muppets step in and host the Oscars. Miss Piggy takes it upon herself to find the perfect in memoriam, and in turn decides that she's going to change it up. This causes some anxiety as a runner. Eventually, Miss Piggy picks the perfect song and then brings out someone else to sing it as she's stuck complaining about that she's not getting enough screen time. Now let's talk about special effects. We bring in Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, who lead the charge to explain some of the technical awards. And then on top of this, we had... No, I'm not done. I have not yet begun to Muppet fight.
Order,
You tell me I'm fucking wrong. I'm not wrong here.
You were wrong because the bit would get old after a minute.
So does the Oscars.
That's
yeah, but I think we get Jack Black.
I think we get Jack Black. The Muppets can make a
Jack,
cameo.
Jack, you're welcome.
And then we get some like Tenacious D moments in there.
Now-
Tenacious D reviews all the years.
These are great ideas. And now, Ethan, can you pitch us the movie, The Great Muppet Oscars, where it is a movie about the Muppets?
I feel like it's directed by Robert Altman. Like it's a Robert
I'm already
Altman-esque movie.
I'm already out.
Where it really is
like
the
Prairie
goal-
Home Companion.
Yeah, the
Which
goal
when
is
he
to
died
just
directing.
They're just trying to put on a show.
they're just trying to put on a show.
That's fair.
What were there any other like wins we were excited about or anything? We were,
No.
I mean, it's Oppenheimer. Zone of Interest winning Best Sound.
Yeah, I
excited
was
me.
thrilled. I was thrilled about Zone of Interest getting Best Sound.
Really hear the hatred.
The Wes Anderson finally has an Oscar. Miyazaki won another Oscar. The Last Repair Shop, I think, is great. 20 Days of
It was
Miracle.
all good. It was all good.
But there is one thing I need to say before we wrap it up, which is I won the Oscar pool. I won
What's the
Oscar
punishment?
pool. There is no such thing as a punishment. In
What's
these
the
situations.
reward?
We're
you're
not-
flying me out to Milwaukee.
We're not punishing anybody. We are enhancing their lives through an open-mindedness.
I
And-
really thought I was going to get to both of you to watch an entire season of
Well,
Housewives.
yeah, but we're not going to do that because Caroline and Ethan get to watch WrestleMania. Now, ask me how long WrestleMania is. Well, it's 2 nights, Ethan, and it's going to feature such great wrestlers as Logan Paul.
Again,
That's our
I
show.
wish Paul Giamatti had won.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you to our listeners in many different countries. Thank you to our over 60%, again, female audience. Thank you. This episode's going to drop, and then later in the week, we have another episode dropping with a very special guest. Caroline, who's our special guest?
Andy Sharasky of Sports Kid Drama Kid.
That's right. And as always, Oscars, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule. Oh, Oscars, understand. I'm gonna love you till the very end. Oh.
Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you.
I did the wrong voice. 1 second. We're gonna do this again. I did the wrong voice. I did Vincent Price.
I say keep it as that.
No.
There will be nothing funnier than a hot. No, don't you dare sing the whole fucking thing again.
Peach, you're so cool.
Oh my god.
And with my star, I'm gonna rule.
Not even the lyrics.
Oscar, understand. I'm gonna love you till the very end.
You won awards.
Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you.